What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR. Sitting across from me this week and every week, he's the king of all VR kings. He's Sofa King. He's Jeremy King.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yay. I should have a gold VR.
Are you clapping for yourself?
I did clap for myself.
Somebody out there should be clapping for you.
Yeah, right? I bet you somebody is. And sitting next to me, as always,
To my left, your right.
right forever here on, is Brian Paul.
And every week on Why We Love PlayStation VR, we dip into the PSVR archive. We pull out a game at
right
random.
out. Yeah.
This one was definitely random.
Very random.
We take a look at it. We examine it. We play the crap out of it, and then we let you know if there's been any love by developers, any updates, any DLC,
Yeah.
and also, most importantly, if it's worth your time.
Yep.
That being said, Jeremy, what game did we decide to play this week?
Gungrave VR.
Gungrave VR Loaded Coffin Edition.
Loaded Coffin.
We'll explain all about that because it is very confusing.
Yeah.
By Marvelous USA and Xseed, released December 11th, 2018 for $40.
Fucking. Oof.
I didn't think I was going to laugh when I said that, but holy.
I know, right?
Yeah. Let's clarify this right away.
Yes.
The Loaded Coffin Edition comes with two separate but very equal games. Gungrave VR.
Yep.
And Gungrave VR UN.
I think that was it like a U.N?
Yeah, I don't know what UN stands for.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up because I don't care.
Right?
Yeah. Separately,
Universally negative. Maybe that's what it meant. Negatively reviewed. Universally.
maybe they you save $5 by buying the Loaded Coffin Edition.
Great deal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, but we'll get into the reasons why we're already so negative on it. But it is interesting though that you buy the Loaded Coffin Edition.
Yeah.
And there's not like one tile on your PlayStation 4 home screen that says Loaded Coffin Edition.
Yeah.
It downloads Gungrave VR and separately Gungrave U.N.
Yeah, and you literally install them separately. It
Yeah.
doesn't like auto just do it. Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah. Do you have any history with Gungrave?
Was it PS2?
It was PS2.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
it was
did
awesome
play
on the PS2.
something. I don't know if there's more than one Gungrave. It wasn't like my
There were
thing.
two. On the PS2, there were two. There was Gungrave and Gungrave Overdose.
It might have been Overdose.
Okay.
That sounds more familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty mindless shoot 'em up,
Yeah.
third person.
An anime.
Anime looking,
Yeah.
cell shaded.
Hack and slash.
It seemed like they were really trying to ride the coattails of Devil May Cry at
Wicked.
the time.
Oh, yeah.
Devil May Cry came out like 2001. I think Gungrave on PS2 came out in 2002. So it was like, hey, let's do this thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it kind of became a thing.
It did a little
because
bit.
Gungrave has its own anime series, and it's about to make a comeback on the flat screen with like some other Gungrave game.
Oh, really?
Let's hope it's not like this
It's a
one.
unique premise. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Dude, coffin on his back.
Yeah, the premise is that, so let me make sure I get this right, because I am not, like, as much as I love Gungrave on PlayStation 2,
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh my god, mega Gungrave crazy fan.
Know it all, like the tat. You don't have
absolutely
to-
not.
yeah.
I think I tried to watch the anime on my PSP. Remember when they sold UMDs?
Yes, of course.
And you could get animes, like you get
Yeah.
two episodes of an anime
Yeah.
on a UMD.
3 episodes of Family Guy. Right. Like $11.99.
Exactly. And so and so I tried to watch the Gungrave anime on PSP, but I don't remember. I was drinking a lot. I have no idea what it was all about.
Yeah.
But apparently you play as Beyond the Grave. That's like the dude's name, the character's name. He was formerly Brendan Heat.
Okay.
He was a high-ranking and trusted member, this is right out of Wikipedia, of the Millennium Leadership.
Okay.
So somebody in the Millennium Leadership kills him, and then Beyond the Grave, the whole PlayStation 2 game was about him taking vengeance for his death.
Okay.
Very Al Simmons Spawn story.
The name is Brendan Heat.
Yeah.
That's like Kobrowski. Remember Sylvester Stallone, the movie Cobra?
No.
And his name, he was a cop, was like Kobrowski. It's like, come on. That was like Cobra, so they got to give him a name, Kobrowski. Fucking Brendan Heat.
Brendan Heat sounds like a gay porn star.
Right?
Right?
Let me bring the heat and throw some heat onto you segments.
Right.
But yeah, it does sound like that.
Uh-huh. Anyway, and then here we are, however many years later, I can't do quick math, so like 18, 17 years later.
Probably 32 years, yeah.
A million years later, they bring Gungrave back in VR.
Yeah.
And instead of like kind of continuing with the original story, they're like, oh, there's this drug called seed.
Yeah.
And now you're going to go kind of follow the trail of the seed and go take down the seed
factory
people.
and whatever. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It seems like Gungrave has better things to be doing.
You would think, yeah, than to go attack the woman that's like your over the mic type of woman that gives you the
Like in every VR game ever.
everything. Yeah.
Why does every VR game need somebody talking to you incessantly?
Right? Just to help you through the mission, you know?
And luckily, she doesn't say too much.
No.
She starts the mission, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, she's done. But she was the bullshit one about Seed, because she almost died? I forget. There was something that impacted her directly, and they call upon you to go and continue to hunt down and eradicate this fucking factory where it's produced.
Also, the story is stupid.
Wicked.
Like that's why we don't remember.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's really irrelevant.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because for a game that has a whole anime backstory.
Yeah.
In 2 games prior to it,
Yeah.
and has another game coming out later, you'd think that they'd find a way to make this really
No continuality? Is that the correct
continuity.
Continuity.
Yeah, it's like, hey, let's invent a drug and send him on his way. Let's go kill people.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I wish it was more of a fleshed out story with between the 2 titles that you get in this loaded Coffin Edition as well too.
Right.
It seemed very, I don't know.
So that being said, Jeremy, what kind of game? We're starting the show finally. What kind of game is Gungrave?
It's you would think it would be like a hack and slash like adventure type, but it's not really. It's more of a rail shooter.
Yeah.
I would almost say a rail shooter, but with some movement involved.
So you're playing with the DualShock 4.
Yeah.
Very much third-person, generic.
Yeah.
Analog stick moves your controller. Like X will make him kind of like leap in one direction or another.
Yeah.
Right.
Horrible. Yeah. The mechanics were very difficult because you're third person. So first of all, the pace that you move is so slow. And I guess with the coffin and the guns, you would move slow.
I suppose.
But he's like, and you move like this. And I understand why they have him move so slow because you don't really go far before the end of the zone where you're just shooting shit.
Right.
In this like arena type of thing in a back alley.
Yeah.
And just random, not even too random. The enemies are pretty much the same.
Oh yeah, there's like 5 enemies the entire
That's
game.
it. Yeah. They come at you, shoot at you.
So here I was trying to like explain the controls, right?
Yeah.
But unlike every other game I've ever played, they don't say, okay, start the game up, and and then they say, hey, R2 shoots.
Yeah.
And then you progress a little bit, and they go, oh, by the way, you can hit X to kind of do this like jumping leap.
Yeah.
Instead, you play the tutorial.
Yeah.
And they throw every fucking thing at you all at once. They go, okay, head tracking aims.
Yep.
Okay, and then R2 fires your weapon. Oh, but guess what? Your weapon, for the first time ever in the series, overheats.
Yep.
It's like, what? No. The cool thing about Gungrave was just holding down, taking down everybody.
Shit.
And so now, like, they've implemented, instead of saying, oh, well, now you need to reload, your guns can overheat. It's
Yeah.
like the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your guns have to overheat, so you have to stop every so often and hit L1.
Yeah. There's no reason for that. You would think in a lot of games when they have an overheating element, it adds strategy.
Yeah.
But this game, the enemies have no strategy. So why should you? No. You just shoot them till they're dead. And they just keep... There's no rhyme or reason for the enemies coming at you. Their attack patterns, how you dodge and shoot. The dodge mechanic is pretty horrible as well too.
All the mechanics are horrible.
Yeah.
Every time I hit a button, I don't know if it's going to do anything.
And the turning. So like the right thumbstick...
It's click turning.
Click churns just a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can't go in the options and change that to have a greater churn.
Right.
I think it's like 20 degrees. It's like crazy.
It's bad.
It's like this.
Yeah.
So when you're running around the map and somebody's now behind you, it's like churn, 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 churn. Then you can see them, and then it's churn, 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 churn.
And you can't just hold down the analog stick or even tap it fast.
No.
It's like you have to do this deliberate motion, wait, deliberate motion, wait, deliberate. Because if you do it too fast, it just won't register.
Doesn't do nothing. Same with the dodge. If the enemies start to attack and then you dodge, which is usually what would happen.
That's how it works.
You get hit.
Yeah.
You have to like dodge before they hit. It was infuriating.
It was infuriating.
Yeah.
Which is so dumb because I said in my original review that I actually pulled out my PlayStation 2 to play the original Gungrave.
I remember that, yeah.
And here we are all these years later.
Yeah.
And the one on PlayStation 2 still feels really good.
Yeah.
So I never say this. But they should have been like, you know what, screw this new game thing. Like we're just going to take the PlayStation 2 one.
Yeah.
Like same exact graphics, same exact resolution,
Yeah.
port it directly into VR.
Yeah. It probably would have been a
like,
better
here you
fleshed out
go.
game.
Here you go. And charge us like $25 for it, I would have paid it. I would have
Right.
loved it. And instead we get this. So one of the other things you have to remember how to do, because again they throw it all at you in the tutorial, is something called Reaper time.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
I forgot about that until the second zone, actually, I think it was.
I forget about things constantly because they threw so much at you all
Right
at once that, when you're in the middle of just trying to shoot guys,
Yeah.
the last thing you're thinking is, what special abilities do I have?
Right.
You're just trying to shoot as fast as possible, dodge,
You don't
whatever.
even earn these special abilities. They're giving you right away. It's like that thing where you have that first person perspective of that
So
cannon.
it's like your ultimate.
Yeah.
Right? You hit once you level up your ultimate, you can hit triangle and it goes into first person mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the radius attack with the grave, and then you go and shoot everything everywhere, just like, Devil May Cry. It's very similar in that
Very
sense.
Devil May Cry.
I must say, from when I started this up, I was excited because it had a very retro PS2 feel. I was excited to see what kind of just lame PS2 hack and slash I was about to play, and I was excited for it. And then, after the first enemy, where I realized you go to the next mission, and it's the same goddamn thing again.
Yeah.
And then again, and they try to spice it up with like a rail shooter aspect of it. I that's where I became pretty disappointed. I realized exactly what type of game this was.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
When I went into the first level, I was looking around. I was like, yeah, this looks actually
Not
really
bad.
good.
Yeah.
Right? The graphics were pretty sharp.
Yep.
Everything looked really nice. The animations were okay.
Yeah.
But it just had a good look to it.
Yeah.
Everything in that first, I'm going to call them arenas because they're not levels. They're not sprawling. You walk down this alleyway into kind of an intersection.
Yeah.
Right? There's like a bus over here and there's rails crisscrossing the sky.
Enemies on them.
Yeah. And it just has like this great look to it.
Yep.
Everything is destructible.
Yeah.
Right? You can shoot at fire hydrants, the lampposts, everything blows up. And I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is awesome. You shoot the bus blows up. I'm like, wow, I love this.
Yeah.
But man, it's like the mechanics get in the way.
Yep.
And I think they spent all their time designing that first level because nothing after that point ever brings that destruction element again.
Yeah, that was it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there were some examples of it later, but nothing even remotely
Not
close to how bright and colorful and good looking that first area looks and how much destructible environment stuff is in there.
Yeah. I agree. And I felt like the enemies should have taken greater damage from a bus blowing up next to them.
They're like bullet sponges.
Oh my God. And then they finally, great, you kill them.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, and so that's kind of the first stage. First stage takes like all of 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, wicked quick. The
Right.
enemy wasn't challenging to take down the end bosses.
The bosses, and why are all these bosses so generic?
I don't know. The scorpion dude, the big muscly dude, the samurai dude. It's all so cliched.
They're all like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle rejects
They
from
are.
the original cartoon back in the day.
Right? It was like they thought they Hideo Kojima, because that dude makes some crazy enemies. You know what I
Right?
mean? But this was not that. Not
Yeah.
at all.
So you kind of alluded to this earlier. After that first area, you never get the sense of progression, like you're going from one place to another, because the screen just fades out.
Yeah.
And then after a long loading screen,
Wicked.
right? Every loading screen is long. Like, what are you
Unbelievably long.
loading?
The loading screens were longer than the game. That's almost a fact.
Almost.
Yeah, it's probably like 30% load screen, 70% game. It wasn't that far off.
Yeah, they and so it fades back into the second stage.
Yeah.
And you're sitting kind of like at the end of this train
Yeah.
going down a track.
Yeah.
And enemies come at you.
Yeah.
And you're in first person now.
Yep.
And so your feet are sort of locked in place.
Yeah, no movement.
So now dodging
turn.
now dodging bullets isn't an option.
No, you just got to absorb them. Not even a block. There's not even a block in this game.
That's right.
You
It's
know,
not.
and I didn't understand that. Why can't I block? I'm just taking this heavy fire and these hits from these enemies.
Yeah.
The dodge doesn't work. That's broken.
Dodge
So
doesn't work.
I just got to take it.
Right.
And-
right. And I think this is when they did add, I think this is the only element of strategy in the entire game, is the cooldown effect for the guns.
Yeah.
This is the only time you ever need to use that.
Coffin. You swing it once, and then you got to stop, and you swing it again, and you
Yeah.
stop. The same motion.
Yep.
There's no combos of feeling like, yeah, and just kicking their ass with that thing.
Yeah.
It's like, home,
Yeah.
and that's
It's like
it.
they don't even react. Like the coffin goes right through them.
Yeah.
And
You're
then
like,
you just see that they lost some HP and
Yeah,
that's it.
that's it.
It's really really rough.
You don't feel powerful.
You don't.
in this game.
No, you feel extremely weak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was no sense of becoming more of a badass Brendan Heat. You know?
Badass
I
gay
think
porn
Heat,
star.
yeah, Heat, because his flames are out. He's just coals right now. Not even many. He's almost done.
So 90 minutes or so. I think it took me about 90 minutes to beat Gungrave VR proper.
Yeah.
That might be giving it too much credit.
That was a long time, Brian.
Yeah.
Did you play it 3 times?
Yeah, I've definitely seen people beat this in like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I die sometimes.
I died once.
Okay.
I did
It's
die.
not that hard of a game.
No, the samurai killed me in the second level, and it was only because I realized I can't dodge, you know, so I had to go about it a different approach and just like shoot, and then just like try to just keep running and then shoot,
Exactly.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you're done with Gungrave VR,
Yeah.
now it's time to check out Gungrave VR UN,
Yeah.
which is even shorter.
Yeah.
It's about half as long.
And it was like I didn't know what I was supposed to play first because, first of all, the anime beginning to UN was like, wow, maybe I was supposed to play this one first. Maybe this fleshes out the story a little bit.
Maybe.
But no, it was just like, you know, Brendan or Gungrave, you know, the seed people are back, you know, and it's like, oh, all right, so this is the second one.
The continuing saga
Yeah.
of Seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's funny with this one actually brought forward a part of gameplay that I did enjoy, the side scrolling.
Sure. I enjoyed that briefly.
Yeah.
Right? But then it was level after level after
just
level.
that.
And it was like copied and pasted. It was identical side-scrolling levels.
Yeah.
And again, it wasn't like you're starting way over here and ending way over there.
Yeah.
They just kind of drop you into this room.
Yep.
You kind of fight your way to the end of it, and then it fades out,
Yep.
and then you fade back in, and it drops you at the beginning of a almost identical looking room.
Yeah.
And it's fun because they mix up the gameplay for a second, and then you're like, but it's not mixing things up because here I am just doing this
Right there,
over and
yeah.
over.
And there's no real jumping or platform aspect to that, you know, side scroll to it. It's just roll forward, roll back.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, you aim this way and shoot, and your guns just hit everything in its path. So it's like overheat, you know.
Yeah.
Aim back here, overheat. You just got to keep cooling it down quick.
And then you spin you throw the coffin, you spin the coffin.
Yeah.
If somebody fires a missile at you, so you can like shoot it right
Hit
back.
it right back, yeah.
It's like, oh no, I've got this down to a science.
Yeah,
it's
done.
so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy, and strangely, I'm fascinated that somehow the graphics in this game.
Yeah.
2 things.
Wow.
One, I don't think they're as good as Gungrave VR proper. Like I feel like, and I don't know if this is on the OG. Just like it is on the Pro.
Yeah.
But the Pro looks super sharp on Gungrave VR.
Okay.
And in UN, it looks like they took it down a notch resolution-wise.
Looked pretty similar
Okay.
on the regular PlayStation.
But all the non 2D side-scrolling parts of UN, I will say that they had way more destructible environments.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
I want more of this. You can shoot at fire escapes in the ladders just come crashing
right
down.
down. Yep.
Like pretty much everything in the environment. There's like ventilation pipes and stuff.
Those pipes and valves in front of you are
Everything.
destructible. Yeah.
Everything, and I love that.
Yeah.
So there's like some core elements here that could have worked
Yeah.
in a full-fledged better game.
Like I don't know the proper amount of time it takes for a game to be built properly and fleshed out.
Yeah.
But it would seem like, wow, if they only spent 6 more months, I don't know, on it, they could have maybe taken the core elements that they had there and like just added story and a block button and maybe just had those hit detections change, just some tweaks.
Smooth rotation.
Head turns, you know,
Yeah.
just like that. And it might have been
Increase
decent.
the speed of everything.
Yeah.
Your character, other characters.
Yeah.
Just made it fast-paced.
These guys just want to die because they're like, da 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 da,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm dead. You know, they don't even try to like move or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's rough.
It's
really rough. I think we need to rate this sucker.
Yeah, I think so too.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
What is our rating system, Jeremy?
All right. Number 1 is, I mean, the love you feel for this game is stronger than a mother to a baby.
Wow.
So you need to go and get this thing now.
That's some Astrobot love right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Number 2 is how much you love your adopted child.
Oh, wow. That might be the funniest thing I've ever heard you say in my life.
So, and 3 is how much you love your stepchild. I don't know.
Oh my God.
No, 3 is just ignore it, Harry Potter that shit and lock it in the closet and don't let it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Harry Potter that shit.
So, Brian, what do you rate this sucker? Is this your own child? You know.
Okay, I don't think we need to repeat it. Right? Anyone who's watching this for the first time,
I apologize.
Jeremy's a really nice guy.
Oh, I am very
Yeah.
much, but I say horrible things.
He's the
I'm a
funniest
shock
person I
factor.
know. Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
We should probably mention that since when this game came out on December 11th of last year, like I said, it was $40 for the entire Gungrave and UN package.
Dear Lord.
Right.
Oh.
That's the fucking biggest VR tax ever, right there.
Unbelievable.
It did since drop to $30 on March 12th of this year. So
Okay.
like. So I guess it wasn't $40 very long. It was $40 for like
Brian, let's say
3 or 4 months.
it was $40 for far too long. All right.
It's also been $30 for far too long.
Unbelievable.
It's been almost all of this year. It's been $30.
Yeah.
It has been on sale for as little as $12.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
We're starting to get into
there we
more
go.
reasonable territory.
Yeah, yeah.
There's also been we have this episode has been nothing but complaints.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, unfortunately.
Like it was like half an hour of being like, and this sucks and that sucks and God, why did they do this?
It's titled "Why We Love Gungrave."
This shows why we love. This is just
Yeah.
a review discussion. I know it's always confusing. There's been 0 patches since launch. We've done nothing but complain about this game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the rest of the world has been doing the same.
Right.
Right. Anyone who's bought this, if anyone out there loves this, I'm like,
Comment below.
Try another VR game and,
Yeah,
and see that maybe this isn't all that good.
Squishies, you probably love it.
I would play the fuck out of Squishies
Yeah.
all day, every day over this. And so you got to be like, what are they doing over there if they're not listening to any of the consumer feedback and just been like, no, you know what? The way it was on December 11th, 2018 is still the way it is on
Nailed
December
it.
24th, 2019, a
Yeah.
year later. No updates, no patches, no DLC, no nothing.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
This is a fucking 3, and it's
Yeah.
it's an embarrassing 3. Gungrave is an awesome IP.
Yeah.
And they've done it. It's a severe injustice.
Yeah.
Like that upcoming 2D or flat screen version.
Uh-huh.
Like the reputation of Gungrave has suffered because of this game, and I'm like less interested in the flat screen upcoming game
Same
because of
developers?
this. I don't know. Who cares?
Let's hope.
It's not the point. Don't ruin other people's games if it's a
Yeah.
different developer.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's a 3, and it's a bad 3.
All right.
It's crap and it's short crap and it's
Is there at a
irritating
price
crap.
point to you where it would change to a week 2 or no? Even if it was $10, it would still be a 3?
I mean, here's the problem. And when I was playing today, and refreshing my memory, being like, wait, this game can't be that bad. No, it is.
It's all I remembered, yes.
Yeah, what irritated me the most is that we really don't have other games like this. Like we don't have an awesome Devil May Cry
No.
in VR.
Yeah.
We don't have a good Gungrave. We don't have I'm thinking of random games. Blood Rain. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we need a game like this.
Blood Rain would be awesome.
Blood Rain would be awesome. Give us Bayonetta in VR.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Platinum, get on that shit.
Yeah, right?
And that's what pisses me off is that this is really one of the only examples of this style of game. And I'm like, so there's a part of me that goes, if it's like $7 or $8, pick it up and give it a shot and see what this kind of game can. But you know
Sure.
what? No, don't support these people. Wait for something better.
Yeah.
There's not a price point. I don't think people should waste their time or money. I think
Yeah.
I think it's a train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wish level 2 ended with a train wreck. That would have been way cooler.
That would have been great.
Right?
All of them dead. Yeah.
What about you, Jeremy?
You know, all right, so I had high hopes when I first started playing the first one, you know, and I was like, oh, this is very nostalgic, and I was excited. I was genuinely like, oh, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what Brian's talking about. And then I started moving, you know, and I started doing the head churning, and then I started fighting enemies, and then I beat that chapter, moved on to the next, and I'm like, I think this is the same chapter, just again with a different end boss.
Yeah.
Then it was the rail shooter, and then I determined that this game has so many issues and so many things wrong with it that I was starting to just get angry, you know, and it was just like, how many? I mean, why am I doing any of this? I don't even have the satisfaction, or I'm not even curious of where the story's going.
Right.
There was not even that to keep me going. So this is definitely a 3.
Yeah.
My first 3, right?
I don't know.
I don't think I gave a 3 yet. 3.
It's hard to keep track. Somebody out there has to have a Wikipedia page about this.
Yeah, this is a solid 3.
Yeah,
No
sirens
doubt.
on our end, of course.
They're coming to get Gungrave developers.
Yeah, oh, somebody should.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, no, definitely stay away from this one. And I wish we had something better to say. I wish we had some kind of update. The most shocking thing was when I checked the update history on this game today, and that there were no updates. I was like, didn't even
Nothing.
try to fix any of the problems.
No.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they figured where would we start? There's so much wrong with this game,
Yeah.
you know?
Would you have liked this to be completely in first person with move controllers? You got guns. You can like maybe grab your coffin and like hurl it at
Right?
people.
Yeah, that
you
might
know?
be different.
This starts making me wonder how a God of War VR game would be in first
That'd
person.
be crazy.
Right? You
They
get
have
your-
the same storytelling. Oh, yeah, Kratos.
Yeah.
With his fucking... Yeah, that'd be nuts.
It would be amazing.
You'd
And
throw up, though, from all the... He moves. That dude moves.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. I'm willing to throw up to play it though.
Yeah, right?
Sounds
Oh.
awesome. All right, I guess that does it for another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR. As always, let us know what you thought of Gungrave
Yeah.
VR and Gungrave UNVR.
UN VR.
Did you buy the loaded Coffin Edition? Did you not buy it because you're smart? Did you like it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be someone out there who
Gotta be
liked it.
somebody that likes
There's
it.
always someone who likes crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've loved crappy games. There's certain ones I fucking love.
absolutely.
You know?
Dude, I enjoyed Deadland. That game's trash.
Yeah.
Right? Also, let us know what other games you want us to play. Man, I got some awesome suggestions over on Discord, and I can't wait to show these games to you and see what you
Nice.
think of them.
Sweet. I'm
Uh,
curious.
Also, happy holidays, everybody. This is our last Why We Love Before Christmas.
That's right.
Right? I think this goes out the Monday before Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
So hopefully everyone have a safe
I didn't
time.
wear anything jolly.
I don't know. I always wear the same thing.
That's a little jolly.
It's a little jolly.
Yeah.
Somebody said it was really gay.
That black and
The black
tie-
shirt with the red tie. They said it was really gay, and I said, you know what? That's fine, but nothing's gayer than Brandon Heat. For another episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR, I'm Brian Paul,
I'm Jeremy
and
King.
we'll see you
Next week.